In this video, I'll show you how to create your first planning board using 24Planning. So in preparation of this demo, I've created a couple of objects. So I've created a custom teams object. I've defined two teams, Team East and Team West. I have a custom object technicians. I've created 6 records of technicians that belong to either Team East or Team West. And we're going to plan work orders. So I've created 3 work orders. So those work orders are assigned to technicians that belong to teams. So let's get started and create a data set. So I'll hit the new button here and we'll give it a name. Let's call it employee planning. Let's have by default a week view, but 24Planning support other views as well. So let's add those. We're going to look at time schedule Monday to Sunday, and let's say we want to have a look at 9 to 5 only. And we're going to sort by data source and alphabet. The meaning of that become clearer later. So let's hit the save button and we've defined our data set. Next, we're going to define a data source. So let's call our first data source Team East. We're going to plan events. So as mentioned, we're going to plan work orders. As a display name, we'll use the subject. We're going to use the start and the end dates. So as a reference to indicate the start and the end of an event. The other parameters, we can leave them as is. And as our resources, we'll use our technicians. And we'll use the technician name as a display name. And we'll also work with a filter. So we'll say that in order to belong to the data source Team East, the team name should equal Team East. And we'll hit the save button here. The next thing that we're going to do, if I scroll down, I'm going to assign these Team East data source. I'm going to assign it to our employee planning data set as well. And the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to clone this. So we're going to create a Team West data source. I'm going to hit save. Click edit here. Going to choose a different color. And obviously here in our filter criteria, the technicians should now belong to Team West in order to belong to this data source. And we can update this. Similarly as before, we also going to assign Team West to our employee planning data sets. We're going to save it. And now we're ready to go to the planning board. So I'll hit the 24Planning tab. Let's just refresh here. And indeed, we see our first planning board popping up. So we're looking at our employee planning data set. We're looking at a week view, but I can also select a day view. If I move forward a couple of days, we see our work orders appearing here. So let's move back to the week view. We have our set of resources that belong to data sources, either Team East or Team West. And obviously you can start replanning by just dragging and dropping the work orders or any other operations that are possible here in the planning board.